Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video, and today I'm going to be sharing with you how COVID and quarantine and everything that's happened within the last few months has impacted my career as a new speech language pathologist. So if this is something that you're interested in, then continue to watch this video and I hope that you enjoy. Okay, so the first change that was made off the bat was graduation. My graduation from NYU's Speech at NYU program was scheduled for May 20th, I think. What happened was it was postponed, so I think our graduation is supposed to be in October now. Graduation being canceled was something that I definitely had to get over as COVID and as everything was happening within the world. It was definitely one of the things that I was upset about, but I had to quickly move past because there's so much more bigger issues that are happening right now. I made a video on my channel about what we can do as 2020 graduates to kind of help us move forward in the process and not get so boggled down in the feeling of being kind of like overlooked during that time. Okay, another huge change for me personally was moving from traditional speech therapy to teletherapy. Huge change. Actually, for years before I graduated, I was like, I want to be a teletherapist. I want to work from home. When everyone asked me what I wanted to do in the future, that's what I said. And it's crazy that teletherapy definitely threw me for a loop. I think the reason for that is definitely because our world was not ready for this change, and there were a lot of things that needed to happen behind the scenes that no one was prepared for, and it made the job a lot harder at the time. But now that I've kind of gotten used to teletherapy, my students are used to it, my parents are used to it, I think that it's something that could definitely work and I can see myself doing in the future. But I definitely had to teach myself how to be a teletherapist, which is having so much more empathy, patience, working a lot longer hours, and just being at my computer for a very long time, just trying to be accommodating for anything that may come my way throughout the day. Also, documentation and notes. Huge change because I was used to doing things during the day quickly in between clients, and now I'm at home, so if I have a break, I would try to eat or I would try to call home and speak to my family. It was a really big, the only word I could think of is messy, but there's a lot of other words that I could think of that I don't want to say on this channel, but it was a big change. All in all, it is a skill that I'm very happy that I have now practiced and gotten really good at, and it's something that we're going to be doing for a while. So hello, your new teletherapist. We all are teletherapists now, so yay. Oh, this next one is a doozy. So you guys know that I am in my CFY, my clinical fellowship year, which means that I don't have my full credentials yet as an SLP. I am still working under a supervisor, which means that there are hours that I need to accrue before I can be a full SLP. With that being said, the hours that I need to accrue in order to get my full license has now really just taken a slower pace. I have had to really step back and be very patient about the amount of time that my CFY is now going to take because of the amount of time that I'm now servicing my clients. It's a lot less. I'm not able to see people as regularly. I can't just go into a classroom and work with a student. It's a little disheartening, but what makes me feel better is that everybody is kind of in the same boat, and I hope that doesn't sound bad, but even if you're in graduate school, you now have to do teletherapy, which is going to take a lot more time, and we kind of just are all like getting through this together. I have been reaching out to so many SLPs on Instagram and Facebook groups. If you guys have seen me in there asking questions or just commenting back or having conversations, it's because I am trying to look for as many connections as I can. So definitely find me on my social medias and hit me up, because I'm looking for more people who are going through this. I think just community and feeling like we're in this together just makes it so much easier. Let me know some of the things that you guys have been doing to get through this slower pace of time for accruing hours. Let me know down below, what's your mindset right now? How have you been getting through it? Because I need that as well. Lastly, I think at the end of the day, this period of time has definitely impacted me in that I've grown so much as a speech therapist. I feel so much more comfortable in front of a camera, so much more comfortable in my clinical skills, and I know that every time that I make a mistake, I'm just gaining more practice. I think it's so easy to get down on ourselves, and maybe we do when we pick a material that's pretty bad, and maybe we didn't look over it all the way. And that's just, honestly, it's a part of the learning experience. That is okay. As long as you put your best foot forward and you learn from each thing and each mistake that you make, I think that that is what this time is all about. We have to use it to our advantage now. So use it to make some really bad mistakes and get better every single time. I do want to mention, back on the community thing, that I have gotten so much closer with my community here on YouTube and Instagram too. It's funny because, to be honest, y'all, like sometimes when you're talking to yourself, when you're talking to yourself in a video, like into a camera, hold on, I'm trying to explain it. When you're talking to yourself, right? You know that people are going to eventually watch it and listen and hopefully like take your advice, but it's just weird when they do. And I realize that a lot of people are watching and listening and gaining something from my content.